mean? You can put a label on a life, put a label on a lifestyle, you know? Put a label on how you wake up every morning and go to bed at night.
So today we're talking about one of the big advantages of bodyweight training is it's really cheap and a lot easier to build your own home gym. Back in Vermont, I actually had 2 home gyms, and one in my basement and one in my carport. And that's what's nice about bodyweight training is it doesn't require a lot, so it's really cheap and really easy. Now you might be asking yourself, why do you even need to bother with a home gym when bodyweight training, of course, you can just do any place, anytime, anywhere. Well, there's a problem with that. Workouts that can be done without the structural focus of where and when and how you're doing them typically are done haphazard. They're done kind of like whatever. There's not enough structure to really guide the training in the direction you want it to go. As I say, a workout that can be done anytime is usually a workout that doesn't get done at all, which is the case a lot of people find when they have a home gym. They can do it anytime, so they wake up and they're like, I gotta get my workout in, and they're tired and they're like, nah, I'll do it after work. And then they get home from work, oh, I'll do it after dinner. And then before you know it, they're going to bed and it's like, I didn't do my workout today, or yesterday, or the day before that, and it's 3 weeks and you haven't gotten any workout in. One of the benefits of going to a commercial gym is you're like, I have to pencil it in my schedule. And when you're there, you have a dedicated space and a dedicated set of stuff that you're doing, so it kind of like wedges itself into your lifestyle, so you have to do it. So that's one of the big reasons why you do want actually a home gym, even though it's bodyweight training, is you want a dedicated time, a dedicated set of things that you're doing, and a dedicated space so that your workout actually takes a priority. Now, when it comes to setting up your gym, of course, equipment's at a minimal. However, the most important piece of equipment when you're setting up a gym, any kind of gym, is open space. When you have equipment, that's not necessarily just a gym. I've been to many dark, damp, dingy basements in my life, and they've just thrown some equipment into a corner. But just having equipment does not mean you have a gym. A gym is actually a dedicated area towards your fitness and training. That's what a gym is. It's not equipment. It's an environment that is dedicated to your training. So that's the first big lesson, is you need an environment, a place where you say, that's where I do my training. It's like a living room. If you took a living room and you just piled in a bunch of boxes and junk and the kids' toys and everything, is it still a living room? Not really, because it's everything else. So you first want a dedicated space. It can be a corner of a room, it can be your backyard, a gym, part of a basement, whatever. So you have your dedicated space, and empty and open space is the most versatile thing you can have, because you can do anything in space. You can do yoga and Pilates and push-ups and stretching and jumping and everything. But as soon as you put a big honking piece of equipment in there, you have dedicated what you can do in that area. So open space, priority number 1. Priority number 2, think about things like cleanliness, fresh air, natural light. These are things that make it inviting in a place you actually want to be in, rather than a place that you're slogging through and you can't wait to get out of your damp, dark, dingy basement. You want to find a sanctuary, if you will. That's what you're building. Second thing, let's see, space light in there. Keep your equipment set up and ready to use. And this is another thing with bodyweight stuff that's really handy. You got a pull-up bar, you know, some open space for some push-ups and stuff like that. Keep a dip belt, keep the weight right on the dip belt. Basically what you want to do is you want to make sure that your equipment is up and ready to go at a moment's notice. We human beings are just lazy by nature sometimes. Actually, laziness is more in the mind. It's not about the body. But if you take like a set of dumbbells and you stash them under the bed, out of sight, out of mind, and the simple act of getting down and pulling out those weights from under the bed is often enough of a deterrent to keep you from working out at all. So you want to keep your equipment set up, ready to rock and roll, and all you got to do is just simply go. Also, make sure that you maintain your space for your workouts. So when I had that corner in my basement for my workout, for my home gym, I always made sure nothing else went in there if I could help it. If we needed to store some boxes, the boxes went to the other side of the basement, not in the gym. Because as soon as things start creeping and crawling back into that space, then it's no longer your gym. It's just a place where you're storing a bunch of stuff, and some of it happens to be your, push-up handles and things like that. So those